Are you ready?
Oh, yeah. What do you got?
What did the cannibal do after he dumped his girlfriend?
He flushed.
Wiped his ass.
Ah, see, that was pretty close.
You were pretty close. Welcome, everybody, back to the show. Welcome.
Hey, hold that. Yeah, listen to this what's coming. You know what it is? What?
Strange Brew
Podcast.
Welcome, everybody, to the podcast. Hi. Welcome. I am your host, Tomcat, a.k.a. Tom Thompson, and who is joining me?
My name is Billy.
Yeah, his name is Billy.
I started going by Bill a little bit, and I kind of enjoy it, honestly.
No,
you can't do it to anyone that already calls me Billy, for sure.
Yeah.
But when I'm introducing myself to someone new, I'll do it, and I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. I think I'm at that age, finally. That kind of works a little better.
Bill? Are you going to go by William soon?
No, that's way too fucking formal. I can't.
Bill is too old man.
Oh, my name's Bill.
It's
because you know me as Billy. I can't do that
You're
now.
too young. You can't do it. You got to wait till you're 46, and then you can go as Bill.
It's just, you go to work, right? And they're like, Billy's coming by. And then you show up, and they're like, Billy? Like a child? And I'm like, yeah, okay. I got to fix this.
Please, Billy, please, no gibberish tonight, please. I beg you.
See, that's everything that's related to Billy now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was going to say some mentally handicapped fucking kid.
100%. They're always kids, though. That's the difference.
Back to school.
There are all the mentally handicapped adults are named Bill.
So we're talking about Big Lurch, the cannibal rapper. So pretty interesting story. This is pretty.
I want to hear his raps.
We will. We'll play.
We'll
play a clip of it. Not too long, but enough for people to get the idea of how he does the hippie hop.
Let's just listen to his whole album.
No, because we don't want to get copywritten. Even though how is this guy copywritten when he's in jail? Yes.
Is he alive?
I can't remember.
I'm assuming he probably did this a long time ago. That looked like an early 90s.
This is him in jail.
There.
He's still in jail, I think, at this point.
Oh, he was behind a painting. He painted something.
Yeah, well, you know when they have those in jail when they have those rooms where you go meet your family and just
you can paint there.
There's painted clouds in the background to make you feel like it's not a jail. So when they go see their kids and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Their kids, yeah, they have no idea. They can't tell the difference.
No.
It looks like Dad's at
on
a
vacation.
Wonderful resort.
Yeah.
And it's behind all these bars.
Yeah. Antron Singleton was born on September 15th of 1973. When he grew up in Dallas, Texas, there isn't a whole lot of information available about his childhood, other than he was already writing poetry at the tender age of 7.
He likes poetry.
Yes, because he grew up to the impressive height of 6'7". He took on the name Big Lurch.
Yeah, you're a fucking monster, man. 6'7's massive.
Yeah, that's a huge boy.
That's a big boy.
That's a big boy. And so
he's a big lanky boy, I'm sure. Once you're that height, you're never usually that thick.
No.
Is he super skinny? Yeah. He's Billy sized.
Yes, he's a big boy.
Big Lurch. It's all bad.
Yeah, so he got his name from Lurch from the Addams family.
195 fucking centimeters. Jesus.
Yeah. Crazy. So yeah, he had another like name like G Money or fucking G Man or something like that, and then he took the name Big Lurch after the guy from the Addams family.
It's a pretty good name.
And he has a song called "You Rang."
Is that your chair squeaking like that? It is. I'm sure you can probably hear that.
So yeah, and you know, he actually has a song called "You Rang." I'm pretty sure, or "Rang It" or something like that. So, good old Big Lurch, bro. It's coming at you. All right, so by the age of 17, he was determined to become a rapper, and at some point, he moved to Los Angeles, California, for the intentions of making it big, because that's where all dreams come true.
California.
Yes.
Always.
Yeah, it's going down it's going downhill, but it's there.
It's still there?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, be
Move to
careful
LA
of the
and
mic
you can
there.
become a rapper?
I can hear you. No, but you can become a boy if you're a girl if you're a boy. They really like that.
You can do that everywhere.
Yeah, I know, especially in Canada. But
you always gotta jab that in, eh?
Well, it's just because that's what I think of California now is like some of the absurd laws that they're passing. Where like, they can take away your kid if you don't affirm its gender and stuff like nonsensical stuff that like, and you know, and to just get off this quickly, like the government should not have any involvement in any of that shit. It's up to the parents to raise the kids, unless you're like teaching them about porn. Oh wait, school does that, but unless you're like teaching them like how to kill people and stuff like that, but they're teaching them to be communists, so I don't know how any different that is. And so it's just crazy. It's just crazy that the laws being passed under the guise of like inclusivity and stuff like that. And it's just like it's wild. I don't understand why we're letting the world get like this, but there's a lot of pushback now. So
I think it's Texas or Florida? Didn't one of them like start trying to petition abortion after the baby's born?
That was California.
After they're born. That's fucking fucked.
There was someone there's politicians or just like I think it was a politician, but they were trying to essentially, it was like up to 3 months after, which is crazy. That's and it would be up to like the parent or whatever.
That's fucking murder. That is murder.
That is 100% murder.
Like I get that in it. Okay, there's debates and arguments with all that, but like after it's born, like I don't see anybody going, well, it's still not quite in a person yet. It's like
I believe in abortion to an extent, right? Like, and I do think that it's the woman's body. They got to do what they want with it.
Andrew Schultz does the funniest fucking bit on abortion, where he's like, I saw this dad and daughter standing outside of an abortion rally, and they're just like, it's all murder, and he's like, I was like, not really, it's 2 months old. It's like, all right, well, I can see where you're coming from. He's like, you know what changed it to me? It's like these new 3D sonograms. Like, look at them. They're fucking amazing. These 4D sonograms or whatever. Yeah. And he's like, yeah. He's like, I know it's not a person yet, but if you leave it there, he's like, all right, you know what, sir? Your daughter's fucking hot. He goes, she's 12. He's like, I know, but if you leave her there.
That's fine.
He's so like, crazy. What are we, pedophiles or pro-life?
It is just crazy, right? And like, I don't know, in my conspiracy mind, you know, it kind of seems like child sacrifice a little bit, and we've been doing that for thousands of years to Moloch and all these different deities like Baal and these gods or the reptilians. And what do we know about the reptilians? Are they having and what
ceremonies about it though? Or they're probably just very behind the curtain, being like, goodbye. Yeah, like, it's probably super humane.
Yeah, it's just the idea that there is people that believe that it's part, like Alex Jones and stuff, that is part of like a satanic ritual, and it's child sacrifice, and then those souls get absorbed into by the reptilians. That'd be more David Icke thing. But if you guys want listen to something or watch something very entertaining, listen to David Icke on Alex Jones show. It was good. I enjoyed it very much, and he says some stuff about that I can't say on this podcast. But he talks about all those towers that keep going up and how they actually bridge. They're now bridging. They're essentially, it's causing an electromagnetic field that ends up bridging a gap between different dimensions, and it's allowing these beings from other dimensions to come into our dimension, and that's why people are seeing more and more weird things. Like I literally for a month now have kept seeing that I think people are walking out of my eyesight and stuff like that. At work and shit, where I think that somebody's walking past and I look up and nobody's there. And then
That's called going crazy.
I know. Another guy at work also said he felt that way, and I told Anton about it, Kaiju, and then he also said that he was seeing the same shit. So he's like, I talked to other people that also said that they're seeing stuff out of the side of their eye. So it's kind
Probably
of
everyone who didn't take the jab.
Yeah. We're getting possessed by some fucking thing. Pretty wild. So who knows? But that's a theory. But I enjoy David Icke and always will, and I'm reading his book right now, so it's quite entertaining. But there's a lot of weird conspiracies out there, but it is kind of strange how
All right,
much
what's
they
going on with this guy, though?
do push for death, right? And speaking of death, let's talk about a rapper that talks about death constantly. So he often rapped about some morbid subjects, such as horror movie psychopaths, gory murder, and real-life serial killers, such as Jeffrey Dahmer and Charles Manson, technically a cult leader. Every bit of this would later be used against him in court. Now let's hear one of his songs.
Cause murder's a hobby, I'm using a torture chamber and not a Ruger. So if you wake up in a puddle of blood, nigga, I did it to you. Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, and Freddy Krueger, Jeffrey Dahmer, Charles Manson, and all of your friends are best to sue ya. Cause murder's a hobby, I'm using a torture chamber and not a Ruger. So if you wake up in a puddle of blood, nigga, I did it to you.
So if you wake up in a bottle of blood, I did it.
I did it too, yeah. And it's like, all right, well now... That's like it said.
I'd love to hear the
transcript.
I'd love to hear the transcript prosecutor read back that lyric. So they do it like all Shakespearean style. Right. So if thou wake up in puddle of blood, nigga, I did it.
Yes, you did.
Did you do it?
Yeah,
Mr. Cannibal rapper.
It is crazy because he was talking about this stuff and then it was used against him. And it's like, it's like someone like Necro, right? Mm-hmm. If Necro murdered somebody or they're trying to prove that he did, they would probably bring up albums.
Well, there's been other artists like that got prosecuted. Didn't R. Kelly have a bunch of music? Because his music wasn't that bad, was it? Did he ever say...
He did a gospel song and then he was pissing on 13-year-olds.
Maybe it wasn't R. Kelly. Who was... There was somebody that went to jail that had their music played back for them. Or maybe it was back with the NWA shit.
Oh, that could have been
when they were in court.
You said, fuck the police. And then you fucked a police officer. I'm just kidding. That's not the way it went.
I forget who it was, though. There was actually one. There was a big one.
Yeah, Big Lurch, bud. Big Lurch. And he knew some big rappers. He had connections to, I think, E40. He was friends with somebody later on that was good friends with Tupac. He was coming up in the scene, so to speak, and was connected with some pretty reputable rappers. So pretty crazy. But on September 16th of 2000, at the age of 24, Antron was hit by a drunk driver. He suffered a broken neck and as a result was prescribed some heavy-duty pain meds. And this probably leads him down the dock road.
Well, he's got a broken neck. That's probably fair. Yeah. That's fair to give the man pain medication.
Antron, long after... he was discharged from the hospital, and the doctor stopped giving him pain medication. Antron was still in plenty of pain, and he began to score street drugs in order to cope, which this happens a lot, right? They give people Oxycontin, and then they go to fentanyl and stuff like that eventually, or heroin, because they need something cheaper but stronger. And then, we had this massive fentanyl problem going on.
I don't think that's where the fentanyl problem came from.
Do you think it came from the government?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say it came from junkies.
No.
More than people dying to find a new pain medication.
Well, that's how it starts a lot of times, is you give people pain medication, they can't afford it anymore, especially in the States, and then they turn to things that are cheaper to relieve their pain. And there's been documented proof of this.
No, that's fine. I'm not arguing.
Go over and help the people in fucking Vancouver, Billy, because that's where I found you. You got to go back to your home, and you got to fucking help those people out.
That was a while ago.
I know, it was so long ago when I fucking brought that shit up. It's not real. That is just a fucking story, a fabricated story, hopefully. And so it's in 2002, Antron had been sharing his apartment with a couple of friends, 21-year-old Tynisha Ysais and her boyfriend Thomas Moore.
He's sharing a apartment with a couple?
A couple of friends, it said.
It says her and her boyfriend.
Yeah, so technically a couple. But they were friends. They're all friends.
He's third wheeling hard.
Yeah.
He's the loser in that situation.
He's 6'7", so Hopefully he's slanging. I don't know, but like you
Better
think
be. He fucking
like,
better be at that point.
it'd be weird if it was like proportionally unsound and it was like he had this like
Chinese.
micro penis. Yeah, Chinese penis. It literally looks Chinese. It's got like the like weird fluffy hair, you know, because Chinese people have like straight pube hair. I don't know if you ever watch like Japanese porn. The chicks have
can't
like
say I
straight,
have.
like it's like it looks like
Even
hair
if
on
I
your
have,
head.
like, at what point are you noticing things like that? You're like, I noticed that zit there
I was
on your
really
back.
into Japanese women for a while.
Okay.
I don't know if I still am. On the evening of April 10th in 2002, the trio and some friends have been hanging out, getting high. The rapper had been smoking some PCP, a decision which would prove deadly. He later said that the only thing he could remember about that night was that he truly believed that the world was coming to an end and that he was supposed to find and kill the devil in order to stop this from happening.
If there's ever an excuse for killing people, I think he's got a pretty good one. I think that's a pretty decent excuse.
But is it drugs?
Hear me out. Like, hear the guy out. Like, he thought he was killing the devil.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good reasoning.
In his
I must say.
perspective, he was trying to.
That's a pretty good reason.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty good reason to kill people.
PCP is wild, dude.
I don't think it's a good reason to eat people.
Have you ever tried
as
angel
well.
dust?
I have not ever done PCP. No.
Never done PCP? That just sounds intense, man.
Yeah.
Like, from what I've heard, I've never done it. I've done other fucking stupid drugs, but not that shit. And it just sounds like it sends your mind into a loop. I've heard podcasters talk about it, fucking rappers and shit like that. It just sounds like it's not good, and it will, like, distort your, like a lot of drugs do, but it distorts your reality and makes you, like, believe in crazy shit like the world's coming to an end, or, you know, like, it's
Kind of all drugs kind of do that. So
I know.
fucking meth is a big one for that.
oh yeah, and you like think, oh, there's bugs on you, and you're scratching your skin off and shit like that, and
I think everyone's out to get you.
yeah, it's true. Fucking scary though.
Everyone's murdering my family.
So we're gonna get Billy to do PCP on the show. We're gonna gauge his reaction.
I'm pretty sure that's still illegal.
Just kidding.
I think.
What if we did it like? What if we did it in Vancouver on the street? What if we went to the place where they get all the free drugs? You know, you can go in, you can bang heroin, you can take fentanyl.
So that makes it okay because we didn't pay.
Yeah, and then we film you.
You know it's not free, right? They still pay for it.
The junkies do?
Yeah.
I thought they were just giving them out fucking needles willy nilly. Be like, here.
Oh my God,
and
no.
there's one. I was like, I saw
No,
the pictures.
they're
of a
trying-
little crack bag came with like a little sealed pipe
Yeah.
and shit.
They're not.
So,
they're not giving them out for free. They're trying to decriminalize everything and trying to government mandate all of it. So they're getting their tax money from it.
Yeah,
So
and
that's
then-
basically what their end goal is.
and then
like, look,
killing a bunch of
they're like,
people.
if they're doing it anyway,
Yeah.
we might as well profit. And
So
that's
crazy,
pretty much
and it's
where
gonna
that's coming
kill
from.
a ton of people. You see that guy that's coming there every Thursday, and he's like, "I'm out of money. Can I suck your dick for that crack pipe? Come on, like I need it." It's like, and then there's people taking favors within the fucking not even a dispensary, but the methadone clinic or whatever they call it, the drug clinic. But strange, and I don't know. Other countries have decriminalized it, and they've said that the crime rate has gone down, but then I do think it's probably somewhat part of a depopulation agenda of like, you know, if the more drugs they do, the quicker they die. Like, look what's happening in Toronto and Vancouver, all these big cities. There's just the homeless population is out of control. But, you know, most people can't afford to live right now, so.
Yeah, you don't have to be a
Positives.
junkie to be homeless now.
It's true. It is said that at some point, Antron kicked everyone out except Tynisha out of the apartment.
Oh, he's gonna do something to Tynisha.
He was a big dude too. So imagine like he just like did that, like just like manhand hugged them and then just like pushed them out.
He's
Like
just like skinny. He's just tall and skinny.
I feel like it'd be creepy, luring, like looking down at you and stuff like that.
That's like a Billy.
Yeah, I don't think you're that tall. He would make you look short.
Yeah, 6'7's massive, man.
It's crazy. Wonder if he got his genes from some like ancient giants or something.
Giant tiger.
Tony the Tiger. It's great. PCP. That was a bad Tony the Tiger. Can you do a Tony the Tiger?
They're great.
That's better than what I did.
I tried.
So he kicked everyone out but Tynisha once alone. He
What did he
picked
do
up
to
a
Tynisha?
children's scooter, which he
Why did they have a children's scooter?
because I don't know, maybe they had kids. I don't know. Like, what do junkies do?
Him, his friends that are in a relationship and children all living in in an apartment building.
I don't know if it doesn't say like that they had kids, but maybe they have a niece or nephew and they buy him a scooter.
100% just found a scooter on the side of the road.
Yeah, I was going to say, or they fucking punched a kid for the scooter, took the scooter to get to the crack fucking spot, to get to the trap house, and just like, I need something, I got to get there quick.
I never understood scooters. Yeah, I can walk, like speed walk almost like not that much slower than scooters go.
Try running down a hill really fast.
Yeah, okay. When it's downhill. Okay, I'll give you that. They do have wheels, but when you're going like sideways, like the amount of effort to like I just jog at that point.
It reminds me of Friday. What's his name? That steals like the little bike. It's my sister's bike, and he's like that big black dude on the bike. What's his name? That's gonna fucking bug me. You've seen that, right?
Yeah, I know
Chris Tucker. Kind of funny. So I figured that's why they have a scooter, because they just need to get to a destination pretty quickly, and they probably stole it from some
That's
kid.
100% where that scooter
I'm a
came
cop.
from.
I need your scooter.
Well, you know what? We're just going to go ahead and say that's fact. That's what we do here on Strange Brew.
So
we just make up stories.
100%. You know, he picked up the child's scooters. It
Broker's
says
shins,
which he bashed her in the back of the head. Once the victim was on the floor, Antron stabbed her in the chest with a knife. He cut a large hole enough to fit his hand inside, and then he forcefully ripped her rib cage apart.
That was visual. That was gross.
Is that crazy? So he's like cutting the hole, and then he like fucking tears her fucking rib cage apart. And I'm curious if she was still. She was probably still alive. She only got hit in the head, bashed in the head. But I wonder if she was still...
that ribcage is you're bled out.
Now I wonder if she was conscious, though.
You're not to say you'd pass the fuck out.
Yeah.
That's her?
I think the one with the tank top is her.
Sure. Those are two women. Oh, my God. I thought that was a man.
Fucking
it looks like a mustache,
sexist.
Dude. No, it looks like a mustache. Go back.
Yeah, I know it does.
I thought that was a fucking
can't
man.
Really see the hair. It's an old photo from the 90s, so yeah. So pretty crazy. And then I can't believe he fucking ripped her rib cage apart. Antron then pulled out one of Tanisha's lungs and stabbed her in the shoulder.
Okay,
don't do drugs, kids.
Just hats off. If he thought she was the devil, he's doing a pretty good job. That's exactly that's how you'd get rid of the devil. That's exactly how you do it. I feel like he did his due diligence. He made sure that every piece was dead, because you'd think it would just keep reincarnating itself. So you need to like eliminate all of the pieces.
Yep.
What else did he do?
I should not be in front of you today.
This is what happens when drugs and alcohol ruin his life.
Alcohol have ruined my life.
Yeah, because you're ripping apart a girl and then eating her, so.
You just got to make sure she's fully gone, like the flesh and everything.
So crazy. The idea that he cut a hole large enough to fit his hands inside her body.
Actually, wait a
minute.
Even like wait a minute. You got all this info. No one else was in the apartment, and he ate her. How does anyone know exactly?
So they were outside. He probably like locked the door. And who knows, like, they're all fucking high, too. And they're like, what is he going to do, man? Like, is he going to have sex there? What's going on? Like, you know, and they're just, like, tripping balls also. And who knows?
Listening, they're like, that sounds like a lung just got ripped out.
Yeah.
That's that. I've been around a lot of people ripping out their lungs, buddy. I pick up on that noise. 2 seconds.
He stabbed her in the shoulder after he pulled out one of her lungs, which is fucked up. At some point, she was, he must have bitten some various body parts of but I think at some point he was biting various body parts, including her face. So just like a wild animal. That's what's crazy about like PCP and some of these drugs like bath salts, where it like disconnects your brain and then you become like an animal almost. Like that guy that like cut that dude's head off in I think Vancouver or whatever on the bus, and then he's like eating his neck and shit like that. Like that's fucked up, man. So, and that's disgusting. Including her face, so he's eating parts of her face, and a 3-inch blade had broken off inside her shoulder. So he pressed it hard enough where he snapped it. Even if she was still alive, she would be like, the pain would be excruciating. Her whole body would shut down.
Yeah, you'd pass out pretty quick.
If all this wasn't horrific enough, the killer had chewed a part of the victim's intestines and had eaten a piece of her lungs. Yeah. You okay, Billy?
I wonder if it tasted good.
We can try to find out. We're gonna eventually cover.
Are we ordering it? Is it on Amazon?
No, we're gonna cut off your penis, and then we're gonna both try to eat it. Kidding. That is an episode that we'll eventually do. There's a German.
There's an episode that we are cutting off my penis, and we are both gonna taste it.
No, somebody did that.
Oh, somebody else did that.
Yeah.
And they
after we get our dark web episode done, which is going to be really fun.
That's all I picture. Like that's like the end of the world. There's no food left, and there's just two guys sitting over one can of baked beans, and it's empty. And they're like, "What now?" And you're like, "I'm circumcised. Are you?" And it's like, "No." And then there's just one little piece. They're seasoning it with salt and pepper. They're dividing it up between the two of them.
They use fucking foreskin for fucking facial cream. Like on The View, they were talking about it.
What?
And like on Ellen and stuff like that. Yeah.
What?
For sure. That's why Hollywood is satanic and fucking does really satanic weird shit. And
Why though? Like what's in foreskin that makes
it can help their skin rejuvenate. It's the whole idea of like fucking adrenochrome and stuff like that. It is just real. You can look it up. I'm pretty sure it's Ellen that they talked about.
Is it on the ingredients list? It says foreskin.
They were literally saying it on, I think it was Ellen. It was one of those talk shows where it's just like, oh yeah, this cream, it's actually made, and she's like, what? And they're like all like joking out, they're surprised about it, but they know because Ellen DeGeneres eats kids and drinks their blood, just so you know, because she is a fucking, she is a creep and says some really creepy stuff.
Next time you put face cream on, just know it was made with foreskin.
Not all of it, this special one. It's probably
this
expensive.
one special.
So where are they getting all this
foreskin? Do I want
foreskin?
it? I want that cream.
We should get it on the show. We should find it. Just get
They're
it.
ordering it. Again, Amazon, dude. They got everything on Amazon.
All right, maybe I'll see if I can find that, and we'll make Billy put this cream on his face live on the show.
If it feels good, it feels good. I don't care.
If it feels good, it feels. Yeah, that's what the whole society's based on now. Is instant gratification. It's so fun. So eventually, one of Tanisha's friends, Alyssa Allen. Yeah, Elisa.
Figured out
Elisa Allen. Wasn't. I don't know if it may be
the friend there. Yeah. Whatever one.
Yeah, one of them is the victim. I know that. Stopped by the apartment, and she found the victim's mutilated corpse. By this time, Antron had thankfully, fled the apartment, but was soon discovered by police buck naked. I would say butt naked, but people can say buck naked too, I guess.
Buck naked. You're as naked as a buck.
Covered in blood, screaming at the sky while holding a hat, like a lung,
dude, I believe
human
him.
lung in his hand.
He's staring at God. He's like, I did it. Now help. I got him for you. I did
it. So yeah, covered in blood, bro. Just like pretty scary shit too. Like imagine the cops pull up on him. It's this tall ass naked black dude, and he's tall, and if he is packing, he's just got this fucking this monster dong on him, just flapping around. They're like, "We gotta grab onto you." It's just like it's covered in blood and shit. So fucked. And this is
that's his house.
Well, it's the apartment. And
that's a decent apartment. I just envisioned apartment building
that
immediately.
Was him all covered in blood.
Oh, he's fucked. He's fucked out of his tree.
He looks fucked. Yeah, his eyes are all rolling back.
Doesn't even know what
back
the fuck he did.
He doesn't know what's going on. So crazy. He's holding this. I wonder what he's yelling to the sky.
He's yelling, "God, I did it! Like help! Like,
I did it, man! I killed Satan! Please help me!" So crazy.
He wanted to be beamed up right quick.
Yeah. So pretty crazy. Tanisha was discovered in her own apartment by her friend, Elisa Allen. The poor woman's chest had been ripped open, and a 3-inch blade was discovered.
Tell that friend to stop being so fucking nosy.
Broken off inside Tanisha's shoulder blade. She had tooth marks on her face and her lungs, which had been torn from her chest. Big Lurch had eaten part of her lung and chewed up her intestines.
That makes more sense, because I thought originally you were saying he cooked all of her. And I was like, how did anyone know what he did to her if he cooked all of her?
He ate her raw.
He raw dogged it.
Jeffrey Dahmer style. Jeffrey Dahmer did cook some stuff, but mostly he would eat it raw.
Yeah, like you got a raw diet, but you need flavor.
I know.
Man. Raw diets are hard on the tummy.
I'm sure that I'm pretty sure that Dahmer did like season his stuff, and
yeah, of course you have to. Montreal steak.
He's just
you
being
can't
curious.
eat humans without Montreal steak spice.
No, he's just being curious. You know what I mean? Just
you need Montreal steak spice.
Yeah, but just, no matter what it is,
it's got to have Montreal.
Do you know what the most delicious part on the body is, according to some serial killers?
You've told me a million times, but I can't remember. Is it the leg? What's the ass?
It's the ass. A lot of flavor in there, according to Albert Fish. A lot of flavor in the butt cheeks. A lot of people say it tastes like pork, and
You would think it would just be either because it's pure muscle or pure fat. Like there's no like meat.
Nice gristled fat on a fucking grill, man.
I could see like you take the butt and you'd season like the arm with it, like the arm skin or whatever.
Yeah, go back and listen to our Albert Fish episode. 'Cause that's crazy. Because now I'm thinking about like it's gross, but like how did he cut the butt to get it? Because he cooked it in like a pan, and did he like I don't know? You'd have to like get
you curved it out.
You have to be like skilled with a knife to like get it like perfect.
Unless it was a very big butt.
It was a child's butt. It was a little girl. Do you not remember that episode?
Oh, yeah,
she was
I
like
remember
9.
that episode. That was horrible.
Yeah, and then he sent the letter to her mom to be like, yeah, I ate your daughter, just so you know. We had lunch at whatever, and he's talking about, we had lunch and biscuits, and I brought your daughter to a birthday party, and then she never came home, and I ate her. So fucked up. Such a crazy case, too. So Anton is serving a double life sentence, state in prison, where he spends most of his time in solitary confinement. So let's read some of his lyrics. Later in the afternoon, the mailman was delivering, so I threw him in the house, slit his throat, left him shivering, just because my social security check came in too late, and I wasn't going to make it to the bank, so I had to meet his death, so he had to meet his death date. One day I'm kicking it in the with the homies, and the neighbors got mad at us, so I threw him in the basement to kick him in the baby snakes and rattlers.
Kick him with my baby snakes and rattlers.
Weird. Do you want to finish? Can you see it?
They should not have told me that they should not have told me that the ATF was going rage just because we in the backyard blowing up dynamite sticks and grenades. Hey, this guy sucks. I called Domino's Pizza Man while watching a football game, and it made mad after he didn't show. It made me mad, I guess.
I'm sure.
And it made me mad after he didn't show up when 30 minutes came. So when the doorbell rang, I fucked him up like a mobster while my baby mama's still complaining that she got fingers up in her pasta.
That's very true.
I went to the speaker shop to get 18s for my truck. But when I got my ride, I didn't like the way
it looked. I'm sure so.
I'm sure that's exactly what it said.
Yeah.
I'll probably 100% agree with you.
So crazy. I'm like Jeffrey Dahmer, Charles Manson. Like, just very simplistic. It is like
this guy rhymes like I did in high school.
I know. If you listen, we'll play it again. If you listen, it's very like West Coast, but like less West Coast feel, like Tupac and stuff like that. But it's like E40 and stuff. Like that beat, that's in the West Coast beat. It definitely is very like, but West Coast about eating people. It's not about like shooting your homies and getting into like.
It's about cannibalism.
It's about killing people, slitting their throats.
You know what? Actually, you know what I will give him. I think he's probably the best cannibal rapper I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard a better
one. I
one.
wonder if there's any more.
I don't know.
He would have got along with ICP though. They would have had a ball of a time.
Probably. And MGK.
Yeah. Him and those juggalos. Serving a life sentence, he is adamant that he is innocent. He was set up and that his lawyer screwed him over. He was railroaded, etc. So pretty crazy. So let's.
To me, he didn't have a fair trial. Who is saying this?
So let's get into because we'll go through. Listen, I'm just thinking where we should go to next. He says. He has this to say for himself. Make the jury hate the defendant, and the jury will convict. The teeth marks on Tynisha's body didn't match mine. My lawyer, Milton Grimes, that's a great lawyer name, Milton Grimes, didn't say that in court.
Oh my God, I thought that was his like rhyme. He's like, they didn't match my Milton Grimes, which is like his teeth, I thought.
No, that's a funny lawyer name, Milton Grimes. Didn't say that in court. They convicted me over lunch break. There wasn't no day deliberation. There wasn't even an hour. Well, if they have enough proof, you were naked, bloody in the street, waving your ding dong around, while eating a lung.
Did it? They're
you
done.
Had a lung in your hand.
They don't care to go back.
So crazy. You had a lung in your hand, man.
This guy's just like fucking no, never did it.
Yeah, it wasn't me. So do you want to read?
Shaggy.
I think this is from his mother, I think.
To me, he didn't have a fair trial. There's no way he could have done that work because the way she was messed up, hatred had to have been there, and Lurch didn't hate her. she got hit in the back of the neck with one of them kids' scooters because no bloody handprint was on that scooter. But that's how I'm envisioning his mom.
Yeah.
But they said they didn't know who that was, but it wasn't his.
Super racist.
The police said they caught Big Lurch. She calls her own son Big Lurch.
I think it's a friend or his mom. I can't remember.
The police said they caught Big Lurch running down the street buck naked, covered with her blood. But when they showed it on TV, he wasn't covered with no blood. There were just a few drops of blood here and there.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was his mom.
He wasn't covered with no blood, but he was naked and he had a little bit of blood.
So fucking crazy.
It's like, still, why are you naked and why do you have blood on you?
Let me quickly see if I can.
When they showed it on the TV, it wasn't covered.
Well, it's just like
the cameraman was right there. Like, how quickly did this guy shoot down that they have live action of the actual police arrest? This is before body cam footage. That shit wasn't real back then.
Weird, eh?
Every time a 911 calls, a fucking news anchor with a giant ass cameras running behind them. What a bomb job. I mean, we should do that. That makes it for fucking sick TV. Every single 911 call, you got a fucking cameraman like there. That makes it very entertaining TV.
Well,
I'd watch that.
That's like that movie with Jake Gyllenhaal, where he's like he's the what they call that, the ambulance chaser, and they like chase the crime scenes and stuff like that where crime is going on. So they can
that's
be, like,
actually a thing.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah, I'd
crazy?
watch that. That's what I'm saying. That'd be interesting as hell.
Yeah, I'm
You
pretty
just have
sure
to hang out at the cop shop all day and wait.
It was his. I'm
call.
trying to look this up, but I'm pretty sure it was his mom that said it. Here, I have actually the website I got it from right here. Morbid and Macabre. This site is pretty gross at times, if it actually loads. I got some other episodes coming from this site because it's like there was a episode I want to do with Aaron because he's the only one I think that will do it, and it is for the Patreon, and it's a bunch of essentially like why serial killers stage their victims in different ways and prop them up, and like, you know, how we even talked about you know, Boston Strangler, who had the chick's legs open and a broomstick up, but like how they position them for like people to find them. And we were going to show images of a bunch of different victims from all these different killers. It'll definitely be a Patreon thing because we won't be able to show it on YouTube. And it's like from this site, and it's fucked. I was looking through it and I was like, look at this shit. And I was like, why are you looking at that shit? I'm like, I don't know, for an episode. It's like, fucking fuck.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, so that is Tynisha, the one with the strap. The one with the strap on her, that's her. Whoa, there is her face. That's pretty crazy. You want to see her face, bro? She was fucking
was
mangled.
eaten.
There's the knife. That's crazy. I didn't want to show that shit. So, yeah, a statement given by Big Lurch, by the victims. No, that's weird. You know what's crazy? That's crazy. The victim's it says that statement that you read. It's mentioned that absolutely they ran Tanisha's boyfriend. So it isn't like, supposedly it isn't mentioned that is as cut and dry as it may seem. Plenty of people absolutely believe the rapper to be innocent. The main theory running seems to be that Tanisha's boyfriend fed Antron the PCP, murdered the victim, and then forced Big Lurch her body parts. That's part of it, which is crazy. Is believed because Antron was absolutely out of his mind at the time of the murder. He would have been easy to frame. This seems outrageous, but even the victim's mother, Caroline Stinson, believes it. And that statement you read was the victim's mother.
Victim's mother calls her own son Big Lurch. I'm going to get my mom to start calling me whatever rap
Billy?
stage name I want to do.
Big Billy. No,
Big
like
Bill.
That's the chick that was murdered. That was her mother making that statement.
Oh, shit.
Isn't that crazy? Because she would have known that they hung out and they like knew each other and stuff like that. That they like that he cared about her in some sort of way.
Yeah, you probably wanted to wait till her boyfriend left.
So this is by another statement. You want to read it off?
I don't believe he did that. I believe he was probably off of that PCP and he tripped. He saw the piece of lung lying on the floor.
Read it in your black voice.
Who wrote this?
The victim's mother.
Oh, I thought you were saying the victim's mother wrote the last one.
No, same one.
See, I don't believe he did that. I believe he probably was off of that PCP and he tripped. He saw a piece of the lung lying on the floor and he was probably figured it was just like a piece of meat or whatever. So there was evidence, footprints, I'm going southern, fingerprints on the door, bloody fingerprints, a shoe at the back door, and it's all like, where'd all that evidence go? So I was all like, just DNA. Whose DNA, though? They said the DNA test came up lost. Her boyfriend was a gang member. I believe he's the one who set all of this up. He was beating on her, and she had all her stuff packed, ready to leave, all of the exact same day that this happened. Carolyn Stinson.
Stinson, yeah. Pretty crazy. I hope people don't get too offended by that. It's...
About my voice?
Yeah, I don't
Is
know.
that offensive? My bad. I didn't mean to.
It might be, considering like you're doing a play on a black woman's voice, but the way it's written is the way Billy said it. Like, it even has the accent infliction on...
It did, on everything. And I didn't add any words either.
So fucking crazy. So it's pretty nuts.
See, why is it okay to do a Chinese man voice and a Mexican voice, but I can't do a black lady voice? Because I didn't do it good, though, to be fair. I was definitely more southern.
If someone wants to make fun of us for being white, I would love to hear it. I want to laugh.
Oh, I got a good white one.
Any white jokes?
Yeah, fucking Russell Peters does a good white one. He's like, you motherfuckers. He's like, you think you can make fun of everyone, but I've never heard anyone swear like donkeys. Every time y'all get mad, it's like, fuck you.
That's very funny. That seems like even more Canadian, too.
Yeah.
So
he was making fun of Canadians.
Pretty crazy. I always want to cover this case. It is small. There's not much to it. It's just cut and dry. Rapper eats his friend. His pretty crazy. And like, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe there is some grand conspiracy. Maybe the guy got away with it, gave him PCP on purpose, killed her. But then who was the other people that was with them? You know what I mean? Like, if he did push everybody out of the room and they were all like hanging out and there was a bunch of friends, the witnesses, at least it's hard to take a junkie or somebody who's high, their testimony seriously. Yeah. But like, if there was more people than just the boyfriend, the girlfriend, and Big Lurch, then they would have saw that it was just Big Lurch in the room with her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird, and who knows? There's people that believe he's innocent, and I'm sure you could convince people of crazy stuff when they're on PCP. You know, that like you did it. You did it. She's the devil, man. I saw her shapeshift, and then she's like, what?
You actually fucking did it,
yeah.
Maybe.
Who knows? Who knows?
You ready?
Yeah, let's do it. So one of the shortest episodes we've done in a long time.
It's time for Billy's Fun Fact of the Day! Did you know that cat urine glows under blacklight? Like semen?
Is that real?
I don't know if any of these are real. I'm just reading them. Anything on the internet, I don't know if it's fucking real, but I read it.
Anything is real right now.
But I fucking read it.
I did read it.
So if you ever have like a lot of cats and everything and someone blacklights your house, they'll think you're just one sick fucking bastard.
That's fucked. That's it? That's your fucking fun fact?
Pools of... Are you not like fucking... Is that not disgusting?
It is weird, yeah. I'm glad my cat doesn't piss everywhere. Like, cat piss is fucking disgustingly stinky. Like, it's gross. What do you like to do to cats?
Diet.
Don't you like to paint walls with them with their blood?
I like some cats.
Yeah, but he likes my cat. But other cats,
yeah, Leia's pretty cool.
He wants to throw out walls.
I'm not that vicious.
His room
anymore.
is painted red because
I'm not. That was years ago.
I was gonna smoke a fucking bong on this episode.
That was years ago. You still can.
Right, well, I'm still going to.
I wish there was dialogue here. I wish I could just be like, "How are you guys doing?" You talk back to me and be like, good."
Well, we'll start putting in the works for some more live shows and stuff like that going forward. Obviously, we'll try to do something in September. There's plans to do Area 51 live. If you'd like to join us for that, you could. We'll have to plan a good day. I would like Aaron on that, so it might be during the day on a Saturday, but you're fucking always busy, so it doesn't really pan out well.
We'll figure it out.
And just because I want Aaron to come on this episode because I told him it'd be fun for banter because it was a smaller episode, and then you guys could kind of joke and get to know each other, but fucking goddamn Irishman is like... It's like, I don't know, it's like 11 o'clock there now, so it would have been, I was like, you just have to stay up a little late.
It's fine, it's 11.
I know. But he's got a child, so he's got to get all that dealt with and stuff like that. He's got to find a babysitter or someone to just watch it. But you could just get a robot, right, and just kind of like stand there and watch, like a mannequin. Be like, just convince the kid that it's a real
Just
person.
put a Roomba in the fucking.
Yeah, with like a Barbie head, like one of those things they do, like, you know how they do hair.
Mm-hmm.
They do like they fix up their hair, or whatever. Teach them how to do hairdressing. Just do that and be like, that's a real person. Just so you know, he's always watching.
Oh, I might have a.
I heard that Barbie story, our Barbie movie was garbage. Anyway,
I heard a lot of shit talking about them
garbage.
too.
So probably not going to watch it unless Chelsea forces me to. But
She a big fan.
Well, she just wanted to see it.
My girlfriend's big on Barbie too. Massive.
Well, not big on Barbie because my girlfriend is a grown woman, but she likes.
Oh no, you don't know. They suppress all that shit. They still fucking love it.
She just likes Ryan Gosling, and I've heard, and I probably will make the same statement eventually if I do watch it, and maybe I'll make fun of it on the show at some point. But like that, it's like all the idea that like men are bad and the patriarchy is bad and all this shit is terrible. Men are so terrible and masculinity is bad, and that I'm not about. There's a difference between men and women, and we need to uphold those values. And
Can't tell if she's watching right now. We got a new fun fact.
Okay.
Did you know that Barbie's full name is Barbara Millicent Roberts?
Ew, Barbara? I would never fuck a Barbara.
Millicent? I think that's how. Millicent?
Millicent, yeah. Ew. Who would fuck a Barbara, dude? Barb? I guess. Barbie sounds like cuter and nice, but if you like, hey, Barb, like it sounds like, you know, someone like a big woman, like a lesbian woman, smoking cigarettes, wearing fucking plaid and shit. Don't mess with Barb, man. She cuts off your dick. Like, you know, something like that. I don't know. I will probably just, I will watch it for the fact that I want to see how garbage it is. But it's something I probably will never show my kid or anything like that. Because, like, this idea that they're trying to brainwash people and be like, you got to hate men. Like, this whole division, it seems like it's everywhere, right? Every single aspect of life has to be divided. Oh, you're black, you're white, you're a man, you're a woman. You're not a man. You think you're a woman. You know, all that shit. So, it's very strange. But we'll end it there. I just wanted to fit something in that was small and fun, and this is the first time me and Billy are recording on a Monday ever. So
gotta work, so I can't drink too much.
Yeah, so we can't get too wild, but we have some really fun stuff coming. Don't worry, and then eventually we're gonna bring Brett and Billy together, the two Bs, and we'll have some fun at Brett's bar, and we'll drink some whiskey or some shit, and have some joke times. You know, because there's a lot of stuff in the works.
Fucking A, double B's all around.
And the closer we get eventually to like September and then Halloween, that's when the fun happens. But I am doing a half sober September, a snowber. I'm just not drinking. I will still do mushrooms and smoke.
Yeah, no
weed,
problem. I'm not drinking October.
You're gonna miss out on all the fun though.
Yeah, you're gonna miss out on all my fun.
That's fine.
Fuck you.
Because
he goes every day. It's sober October. Or sober October is supposed to be the month, and then he's like,
Halloween.
"No, you can't do October." Well, you can give up on the last fucking day. That's fine. But you go, my birthday's in the middle of the month. You go, you know what? I'd like to do yours instead. You go, fuck you.
I said that if you want to drink for your birthday,
do fucking August. Shut up.
I would.
Shut up.
No, because I'm gonna be at the cottage. I can't do that. Anyways, and this might come out in August, so hello, August. Yeah, I just want to do it just to prove myself. But October's my fucking jam, bro. It's like good beer, fucking pumpkin pie, costumes, horror movies. I can't not drink while watching horror movies. What am I?
It'll be fun. Anyways.
Right. Everybody love everybody. Give us a 5-star rate and review. We have a lot of big stuff coming. Look
at us growing up and saying rate.
Just wait. There is a lot of stuff I have in the works. I've written a lot of episodes out. There's a lot of stuff coming. And it's coming in your face. Let's do it.
See ya.
Bonsoir. What does bonsoir mean? Au revoir.